Hi, and welcome to the Bible Tribe with Seeing Deep Ministries, where we see deep in a shallow world and overcome the battles of the mind with the Word of God. We are set up to fail by this culture that encourages us to pursue a perfect life here on earth. Just as Christ suffered, so will we. But those who suffer for Christ will have an eternal reward that is vastly superior to any reward here on this earth. We're reading today from Luke chapters 23 and 24, and the verse of the day is Luke 23, verse 31. For if they do these things when the tree is green, what will happen when it is dry? In context, Jesus has been betrayed and arrested, and in Luke 23, Jesus was brought before Pilate, who offered to release Jesus after punishing him. But the people demanded that a criminal be released and that Jesus be crucified. Reading a bit more context, starting in Luke 23, verse 13, now Pilate summoned to himself the chief priests, the rulers, and the people, and he said to them, "You brought this man to me on the ground that he is inciting the people to revolt. And behold, after examining him before you, I have found no basis at all in the case of this man for the charges which you are bringing against him. No, nor has Herod, for he sent him back to us, and behold, nothing deserving death has been done to him. Therefore, I will punish him and release him." Now he was obligated to release to them at the feast one prisoner. But they cried out all together, saying, "Away with this man, and release to us Barabbas." He was one who had been thrown into prison for a revolt that took place in the city and for murder. But Pilate, wanting to release Jesus, addressed them again. But they kept on crying out, saying, "Crucify, crucify him." And he said to them a third time, "Why? What has this man done wrong? I found in his case no grounds for a sentence of death. Therefore I will punish him and release him." But they were insistent, with loud voices demanding that he be crucified. And their voices began to prevail. And so Pilate decided to have their demand carried out. And he released the man for whom they were asking, who had been thrown into prison for a revolt and murder. But he handed Jesus over to their will. As Jesus was being led away, women were weeping, and this is where our verse of the day comes in. Starting in verse 27. Now following him was a large crowd of the people and of women who were mourning and grieving for him. But Jesus turned to them and said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, stop weeping for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, days are coming when they will say, 'Blessed are those who cannot bear, and the wombs that have not given birth, and the breasts that have not nursed.' Then they will begin to say to the mountains, 'Fall on us,' and to the hills, 'Cover us.' For if they do these things when the tree is green, what will happen when it is dry?" Have you ever tried to light a fire with green wood? Not much success to be had there, right? If Pilate could thus sentence to death one in whom he acknowledged that he could find no fault, what might be expected from his successors when they had to deal with the people rebellious and in arms? Or put another way by another commentary, a green tree seems to be a proverbial expression. A green tree is not easily set on fire. A dry one is easily kindled and burns rapidly. And the meaning of the passage is, if they, the Romans, do these things to me who are innocent and blameless, if they punish me in this manner in the face of justice, what will they do in retaliation for this guilty nation? It can be tempting to want acceptance in this world, but Christ showed us that if they did not accept him who was perfect, they will also not accept us. Thought of the day: don't seek a perfect life. Seek the perfect one in this life. Application: if we're honest, this world can be scary, but we have one with us who is greater. Live well, friends. Make your life count for more than just the here and now. Go with God and his precious words, friends. Tune in tomorrow as we head back into the book of Philippians.